Okay, so Upa, his Yahrzeit is coming up, and he lived in Berlin. He was born in Vienna, and when he married his wife, he moved to Berlin, and he was managing some real estate, and he had a very good job, and they had a maid, and then things started getting a little tight as far as government is concerned and Hitler is concerned, and then you had Kristallnacht. After Kristallnacht, they started rounding up the men. So my father-in-law went ahead and he left. I sent him away, and eventually he traveled. I don't know where he traveled, but his wife knew where he was, and she sent the two younger boys to meet with him, and that he would be taking care of them. And she left with the oldest son and with the youngest, who was a girl. He traveled with the two children. They went through from country to country. He ended up in Czechoslovakia. They ran away just in time before the Nazis came. They went into the forest, and they stayed in a barn, and they really traveled around, and somehow there was communication between them, and they finally met, I believe, in Amsterdam, which was not, or it was Czechoslovakia, and before the Germans came, and they got papers from some people that they knew who ended up being their mechatanim in America. They got the papers, and eventually they came to the United States. They came in March. The war in Europe started in September of that year. They arrived here in March. It was actually St. Patrick's Day, and there was a parade. And the children thought that there was a parade in honor of them coming to America. At any rate, in America, they were immigrants. They didn't speak the language. They learned the language, and my father-in-law used to sell eggs to make a living. My mother-in-law did cleaning for people, and they really worked very, very hard. Eventually, he got a job in accounting or whatever, and he was very active in the community in Washington Heights. He also encouraged Rabbi Grunberger, who came to America, to come to Washington Heights and set up minyanim. He did a lot of chesed. He was always out to help everybody, and he really was a very positive and happy person, and did whatever he could to help other people. And and I was very, very fond of him. And that's what I could say about him. He had struggles, he made it, and he and his wife, established themselves in Washington Heights, and he really was a great asset to the community.